The refs should have just made that fight a lot more live, or a little bit more live. Khamzat landing like 570 shots or 550 shots, and only 37 of them were significant. I think when shit goes that slow for 20 seconds, first warning, second warning, 5 seconds later, third, 5 seconds later, stand the fight up, man. That fight was smothered.
People are saying RDR is the next fight for you guys.
I won't just take a fight because fights are available. We're going to face Khamzat and I want to destroy him this time. And I know it sounds easy, man. It sounds so easy. I'd rather spend the time in fixing this problem than running back into the cage, take another fight.
I have a big problem with the way Chimaev fought this fight. If you're going to fight a game plan where you are that aggressively pursuing chest-to-chest and chest-to-back connection, you are making a choice to severely limit any kind of meaningful ground and pound, and you are making a choice to severely limit what kinds of submission opportunities.
Let's say Khamzat's about to fight again. You don't want to watch his style. All you gotta do is go like this. You see this button right here? It's called off button. You go like this, you go off.
Before the fight, DDP's coach said they wanted to challenge Khamzat's wrestling, calling him one-dimensional with poor striking and overconfidence.
We don't want to try to get away from his wrestling. We want to him up in his game. That guy's one-dimensional. We've seen his stand-up. I won't even give him a pro license for his stand-up. He doesn't present any problem for us. We are the problem.
After the fight, DDP's coach blamed the referee for inactivity, arguing most punches lacked damage and stand-ups should have been enforced.
The refs should have just made that fight a lot more live, or a little bit more live. Khamzat landing like 570 shots or 550 shots, and only 37 of them were significant. I think when shit goes that slow for 20 seconds, first warning, second warning, 5 seconds later, third, 5 seconds later, stand the fight up, man. That fight was smothered with boringness. I need 12 to 16 weeks to sort this problem out. So we'll be back early next year.
The coach insisted they want a Khamzat rematch instead of random fights, focusing on fixing mistakes before returning early next year.
People are saying RDR is the next fight for you guys.
I won't just take a fight because fights are available. We're going to face Khamzat and I want to destroy him this time. And I know it sounds easy, man. It sounds so easy. I'd rather spend the time in fixing this problem than running back into the cage, take another fight.
Luke Thomas criticized Khamzat's chest-to-chest control for limiting attacks, saying it sacrificed defense and made the fight lack true ground and pound action.
I have a big problem with the way Chimaev fought this fight. If you're going to fight a game plan where you are that aggressively pursuing chest-to-chest and chest-to-back connection, you are making a choice to severely limit any kind of meaningful ground and pound, and you are making a choice to severely limit what kinds of submission opportunities are available to you. He waved on a bunch of different things that were very accessible that he could have gone to because he was more prioritizing the pancaking control. So I have plenty of appreciation for the skill it took to do that kind of a thing. But dude, it's not difficult to imagine. Put your chest on the ground and try and punch around you. There's nothing you can really do. You have to create posture. If you want to pass, for example, Chimaev got stood up in the fifth. When he got stood up in the fifth, he had chest-to-chest contact, DDP's guard is open, and Chimaev has both knees on the ground. You cannot pass an MMA with both knees on the ground, and you cannot ground and pound making chest-to-chest contact.
Thomas added the control was skillful but slowed action, arguing fans do not need to celebrate minimal offense despite technical dominance.
What is your offense from there? You made a choice to have minimal offense in favor of maximum positional control, and the audacity of people out there, fighters and media alike, be like, if you don't like this, you're a casual. No, you're a fucking casual.
I feel like this drives you nuts.
Asking me to jack off to 21 minutes of positional control, I understand it is skillful, but make the argument where it is. That is a choice to minimize your offense in an offense-first sport. I don't have to think that's awesome. You're fucking wrong, period.
Anthony Hernandez said as a fan the fight lacked action, but as a technician he respected Khamzat's positional wrestling superiority completely.
As an MMA fan, like, I thought it was boring as shit. Like, because usually, like, you want to see violence and shit, someone get f***ed up. But, like, as a technician, I understand what he did. It was very f***ing technical, and he did a f***ing great job. Like, that's the reality of it, you know what I mean? Yeah. But with that being said, I still would still like to take my chances against the guy, respectfully. Khamzat did a really good job at shutting everything down. He made it look very easy, but at the same time, it just showed that DDP is like awkward and he's a dog, but also at the same time he uses a lot of strength to get out of it. That's what I noticed that fight. he was trying to like muscle everything, and with a high level wrestler, that's never gonna happen. You're not gonna out wrestle, like out muscle a wrestler. It's about position and technique, you know what I mean?
Hernandez praised Khamzat's team for a clean victory with little damage taken and expressed interest in challenging him confidently in future.
With that being said, I would love to fight Khamzat because I think I have what it takes. I mean, to beat him, I'm the most probably well-rounded in the division right now. I think between me and Cal, I think either one of those fights, I would love to see it against him. I thought that DDP would have some moments, but I mean, wow, he shut everything down. He did everything right, you know what I mean? Khamzat and his team did a great job at just like making it look easy, and he's healthy, so I'm sure he'll be ready for whenever he's ready.
Yeah.
Sooner than later, obviously, right? Because he took like no damage until like DDP was on the feet and cracked him a few times. But I was curious to see how it'd play out, and then I was surprised. But I learned a lot of that fight from both guys. Honestly, I don't like follow fighting enough to like watch them and know everything about them. But my team does all their homework, so I'm not too worried about it.
Robert Whitaker respected both fighters, highlighting Khamzat's crucifix position and non-stop control for 25 minutes, joking he maximized wrestling skills over everything.
I'll say props. Like, I have mad respect for both guys because there were moments in the fight that both guys really impressed me. Now, Chimaev, everyone knew the first round was going to look like that. Everyone knew. Not the finer details such as the crucifix and him just like laying 400 punches on his dome like that, but like we knew he would get him down and hold him down. Okay, what we didn't expect was Chimaev's ability to do that for 25 minutes. That was mind-blowing. And I messaged he's a man after my own heart, dude, because he is the most purest build I've ever seen. Dude, like he put all his stat points in wrestling. Like it is so good to see.
Tim Elliott admitted expecting 2-round control, but was surprised by complete domination, saying MMA is about winning, not appearing exciting always.
It's crazy. I kind of thought that was going to happen, and then the closer it got to the fight, I was kind of leaning toward DDP. I was thinking, man, he's got to catch it with a punch. Figured Khamzat would do that for at least 2 rounds, but man, to do that for 25 minutes with one of the best guys in the world, it's pretty impressive. It's not the prettiest, but again, it's not a fashion show. It's an MMA fight, and you can't blame Khamzat for doing his game plan. It's, you know, at some point you got to blame the guy that's on bottom and the guy that's getting worked over. So I don't know who's going to beat him. It was pretty impressive. I've never seen anything like that in all my years in the UFC.
Bilal Muhammad expected an easy fight, calling it domination with nearly every round 10-8, blaming Dreykus for not creating escapes effectively.
I thought it was going to be an easy fight. I thought it was going to be I'm going to walk through you fight for Khamzat, and it was. He dominated it. Dana said he thought it was 4 10-8 rounds. I had it the same.
Every round at 10-8, maybe except for the last round.
People are going to complain. People are going to say whatever they want to say, but that was a dominant victory. For Khamzat, it was too easy to take him down and hold him down. I know people are coming at him, but it's on DDP to move. If I'm Khamzat and I got a full crucifix on you and I'm hitting you, DDP needed the explosion. DDP needed the risk factor of trying to do anything he can do to get up, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to get submitted. I think he was just satisfied with getting through the fight without getting finished like that.
Sean O'Malley said Khamzat would dominate middleweight or even move to 205, dismissing strikers like Strickland and Adesanya as lesser threats.
God, we just knew it was a matter of time before that dude was champ. Yeah, so what makes sense for Khamzat Chimaev? Does it make sense for him to fight at 185 again, or is he too dominant? Does it go up to 205? Ankalaev's fighting Alex Pereira. Even still, it's like maybe Ankalaev versus Khamzat. It could be interesting, maybe, purely on how big Ankalaev is. Yeah. There's absolutely, I don't think there's anything to break down against Sean Strickland, even Izzy. As much as I fucking love Izzy, Khamzat, Imavov, they're all strikers, dude. You have to be an absolute, you have to match that skill of wrestling. He did that to probably one of the best grapplers in the division. I mean, DDP is no slouch on the ground. What a fucking freak of nature. God, that is years of hard work.
Israel Adesanya praised Khamzat's cardio, saying he expected fatigue but instead saw relentless pressure leading to lopsided scorecards and dominant championship performance.
I'm glad Khamzat fixed his cardio or improved his cardio to the point where he can go 5 rounds and just ragdoll people. That's a mess to deal with, because I thought DDP, okay, maybe round 4, he'd be able to stuff the takedowns because Khamzat would get tired, but he didn't even slow down. He slowed down DDP. He slowed him down. which is very impressive because that's when he finished me round 4 because I thought, okay, I got him now, but he just finds a way to get his third wind, fourth wind. But yeah, Khamzat made sure he didn't even get the first wind and just smothered him. 50-44, something crazy. 50-44, that was cool. Yeah, 50-44, that was crazy. So yeah, Khamzat, new middleweight champion. And yeah, division's in good hands.